I never planned to be the only one standing at his grave. But that morning, when the wind cut through my coat, and the priest whispered prayers to an empty field, I understood the truth. I wasn't attending a funeral. I was witnessing the burial of a man his own blood had erased. And I was the only one who knew why. It started with a sentence my wife tossed out casually, like it meant nothing. "Just ignore him. He's disgusting." Her sisters nodded. Her mother rolled her eyes. They spoke about him like he was a stain, something to cover up, not understand. But I had seen something they hadn't. A quiet old man sitting behind a 10-foot fence they built to keep him contained. A man who always appeared at the gate when I entered my car, pretending he just happened to be outside. He was lonely. I didn't know he was hiding something. Not yet. I visited him more than any of them did. Not because I was noble. Because when he looked at me, it felt like recognition. Like he saw another man carrying secrets. He offered tea, told stories in a careful, hesitant voice kind people use when they're afraid their words aren't welcome. None of his grandchildren cared. They cut his electricity twice, canceled his medical appointments, locked him out of the main house. The old man never complained. "Families get tired," he said, smiling. "It's okay." But his hands trembled when he held his cup. The truth didn't come with a confession. It came by accident. One night, my wife's youngest sister sent a message to the family group chat. She forgot I was still in it. "Don't worry, he'll die soon. Then we can fix the inheritance." No shock, no guilt, just strategy. I scrolled upward. Messages about forcing signatures, hiding documents, keeping him isolated. Then I saw the line that frowns in my blood. "He thinks Amy cares." Lol. That was the moment everything shifted. Pain sharpened into something cooler. Precision. I started visiting more, listening more. One afternoon, he fell asleep mid-sentence. A cabinet drawer hung open beside him. Inside were bank statements, property deeds, letters, carefully dated files, and a will. Unsigned. He'd been drafting it himself because no one else would help. The next day, I took him to a lawyer. Not the family's lawyer, the one they bribed. A real one. This man listened. He understood that neglect is a form of violence. The will was rewritten. My wife's family received nothing, not a rupee. Everything went to one person. Me. Not out of love. Out of recognition. "You're the only one who's Saturday with me," he said as he signed. "So you decide what happens after I'm gone." I didn't argue. Revenge doesn't need noise. Just timing. When he died 6 months later, the family barely reacted. No tears, only impatience. "Tell the lawyer to hurry," my wife said. "We need the property transferred before winter." I told them the funeral was Friday. None of them showed. They were busy, tired, uninterested. Good. They didn't deserve to be there. The next day, the lawyer summoned them. They arrived dressed like vultures, already dividing the corpse. My wife's mother asked, "Can we speed this up? I have another appointment." The lawyer opened the folder and read. Slowly. Their inheritance, 0. Their rights, revoked. The room exploded. "This is illegal. You manipulated him. What did you tell them?" My wife turned to me, panic burning in her eyes. "What did you do?" I smiled. Small, controlled, devastating. "Nothing," I said. "I just listened." They turned on me, calling, screaming. "You tricked him. You used an old man." I reached into my jacket and placed a USB drive on the table. Hours of recordings. Them mocking him, laughing at his illness, planning his death like a business deal. Recordings he made himself. Silence swallowed the room. Faces drained of color. Voices died in their throats. My wife stared at me like she was seeing a stranger. "You knew," she whispered, "all this time." "I didn't let you do anything," I said. "You chose who you were." The lawyer cleared his throat. "The will is airtight, and with this evidence, contesting it would be unwise." They left in pieces, broken voices, shattered certainty. I stayed behind. The lawyer asked if I felt guilty. I didn't. Revenge isn't cruelty. It's balance. I only carried out what the old man had already decided. Outside, The cold air hit my face. For 12 years, he lived alone behind their 10-foot fence. Now they were the ones shut out. And me. I walked away with everything they tried to steal. Not because I needed it, but because betrayal deserves consequences. And justice deserves silence.